Ah, yes, feminine, masculine. What is all of this jazz that is happening lately of women tapping into their feminine, letting go of the masculine? What does it all mean? How do you do it? Whatever. We're about to get into it.
Welcome to the Cloud.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Claude Code. My light is blinking on and off. I don't really know why, but that's the vibe for today. I am your host, Claude Racine. I am a no-nonsense certified functional nutritionist and women's transformation coach. You can follow me on Instagram at glowupwithclaude. Make sure that if you are back for more that you hit the thumbs up button. Let me know you're here. If you're brand new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and drop down where you're listening from. I would love to know. All right, let's get into this. Feminine, masculine. I think that it's just the society that we have grown up in. It's the world we have grown up in. There's nothing wrong with men. I love men. We need men. I'm not like, we don't need men, women power. No, absolutely not. It's actually quite the opposite. When you really tap into your femininity, knowing your power as a woman and your ability to actually support and breathe life into men and into your children and into anything you touch. But a lot of questions that I get are like, or one of the questions that I get is like, how? How do you tap back into that femininity? So many of us, like, drop in the comments if you hear me on this. Drop a big yes. So many of us grew up like maybe we were tomboys, or we were taught to that production equals success, and that our value is based on how much we produce, how perfect we are, how much money we make. A lot of us women have just become very man-like and masculine because femininity has been disrespected. It's been looked upon as weak. All these things, if this resonates with you, like, drop a heart in the comments. This is something I have been working through for a long time. I have been very masculine my whole life. And it's like who I was. Like, I'm Claude, I'm super masculine. I can outdo all men and all, like, I was the lead singer of a screamo band. It was called Je T'aime, and I screamed. I always wanted to do things that guys did. I wanted to be the cool girl because I grew up in an environment where, like, women were made fun of. Women were objectified, and being a stay-at-home mom, or, a woman is, being a stay-at-home mom is like weak. It's not respected where I grew up, or like women are weak and they're naggy and they're so emotional. And I just felt very powerless as a woman. And so I thought that being more like a man and not being naggy and being the breadwinner in my relationship and working my ass off and sacrificing time with family and doing things like that, I thought was honorable as a woman. And what ended up happening for me is in 2020, COVID hit. I had really bad postpartum depression and anxiety, shocking, because I couldn't lean into the mom role, the femininity that it takes to be a mom. I was like, get me out of here. I need to go back to work. I need to produce. I need to make money, or I'm not valuable. Meanwhile, I have an infant that I'm literally keeping alive and I don't feel valuable. See the problem there? So 2021 comes around, and my husband and I had been out of work for a year because we were professional dancers and choreographers, and the entire industry was shut down during COVID. So we moved to Vegas in my parents' house, and I just every day was like, I need something to do. I'm losing my fucking mind. I need something to do. Finally, that something found me. And it was a direct sales company. Like, I started my own little direct sales business from home, selling skincare and makeup. And it started with, like, I just need 2 hours in the morning. And then my husband would watch my son. And then it turned into 4 hours, and then 6 hours, and then 8 hours. And then my husband was doing all the mom things and all the, like, he was cooking and cleaning and grocery shopping and taking my son to his daycare and picking him up and finding the doctors for him. Like, he was doing all the things that a mother should do. And I'm not saying, like, dads can't do these things, but I was literally like, you do all of the home and kid things and I'm going to work. And it just got worse and worse and worse and worse. And I got lost in my business. I burnt myself out and my body got sick and I blew out my thyroid. And that's just it. Like, women are not made to go, 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 masculine, masculine, push, 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 produce, produce, produce. We were meant to flow. We were meant to receive. We were meant to attract. And I knew none of this. I was like, I knew I had to work hard to get what I wanted. I felt like my ego was getting so stroked. The more money I made and the more productive I was, it was like, yes, I'm winning, winning, winning. Meanwhile, like, my marriage is getting destroyed. I'm not even connected to my son because I'm never there. And when this hit with my thyroid, and I had a coach at the time, Snaj, and I was on the phone with her one day. She was like, Claude, why are you so alpha? And I was like, why am I so alpha? What am I doing? And I had this huge, like, epiphany. By the way, you guys, I'm in my fucking garage in Las Vegas. It's 100 degrees outside and I'm sweating. And there's a massive light right there. That's why I'm sweating and I'm going like this. I really had to take a moment and, like, look at my life and be like, wow, I've completely disconnected from my body. I don't ever enjoy anything. I'm just, like, trying to sustain this level of success that I've built. I built a 7-figure business in 18 months. And then it was like, how do I keep this up? How do I have more and more and more, you know? And I was completely disconnected. Anyways, for the last year almost, I've been on this journey to really heal those money wounds that I had and those feminine, masculine wounds that I had there as well. And so today I want to share 2 ways that I have gone about really tapping into my feminine. And the first way is, in my relationship with my husband, I have stopped making the decisions. Okay, so before, I was always leading everything. Let's go eat here. Let's go do that. We also worked together. We choreographed together, and I would lead the whole thing. I would schedule the rehearsals. I would book the space. I would talk to the producers on the show. I would choreograph, or, you know, Noah would help me choreograph a little bit, but then I would be responsible for teaching it to the cast, to everybody. You know, blocking it, so putting everybody in their places, cleaning it, and I would be the one that basically ran the fucking show. And I was leading everything. And I would decide all the things. He would say, like, oh, where should we go, you know, on this trip? Or should I book this flight? Blah, blah, blah. And, you know, he was basically just reacting to what I was doing. In a relationship, there's a polarity of energies, masculine, feminine. And because I took on that masculine role, there was no other way for him to go but take on the more feminine role. And so one of the things that I noticed, and actually I started working with a femininity coach. Her name is Sophie Orzo. I will tag her and link her Instagram below for you guys. And she was like, you know, maybe stop deciding everything. Like, just let him decide. And he may make the wrong decision. He may make a shit ton of mistakes. But she said, it's better for it to be a life lesson than a wife lesson. And how many women do you know? Maybe you're one of them. I know I was. That just decide everything. That bark at the husband, do this, do that, empty this, take out the trash, let's go here, let's not go there, don't do that, we're doing this, no, we're not watching that. Men have completely been castrated because the problem is women can do it all. We could do it faster, more effectively, more like smarter, but it doesn't mean we should. So you have to sit the fuck down as a woman. Sit down and let your man lead. Let him decide, let him lead. And he may be very uncomfortable with this at first, especially if you've been leading and deciding for such a long time that now he's gonna freak the fuck out. He's gonna be like, what the fuck? You always decide this, or you always call the shots. Stop calling the shots. And a way that you can do this is if your husband is like, hey, babe, what should we eat for dinner? You should be like, I know that you are going to pick the best dinner for us. hey, where should we go for our next vacation? I know that you're going to pick the absolute best location for us to vacation. Anything he asks you, like, should I buy this shirt or that shirt? You know what, babe? You know best what looks good on you. Like, I know you're going to pick the best shirt for you. Shit like that. I mean, if he wants your opinion on a shirt, that's fine. But you see where I'm getting at? Like, stop taking the lead. Let your husband lead. Just let him. And it's really fucking hard. And I'll share a quick story with you guys. One of the hardest places for me was when we worked together and we choreographed together. And one of the last things we were choreographing together, normally I would call the band and be like, hey, what song are we doing? What part of the song? What time are we performing? Da, 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 da. And this time I was like, I'm not doing any of that. If the band wants us to perform, then they can communicate to Noah. And if Noah wants to perform, then he can make it happen. I'm not doing shit. And so it was 6 o'clock on a Friday night. We were performing at 9 p.m. And we still hadn't come up with anything. And the leader of the band sits down. He's like, so what do we got, guys? And I just looked at Noah. And I was like, babe? And I let him lead. It was the hardest thing because it's so easy. I'm so fast. Just like, do. And most of us women are. And we think we can like do it better. And then we don't give the chance to the man to do it. Give him the chance. Let him mess up. Noah was like, okay, let's go to the gym. Let's practice. We went to the gym. He choreographed the entire thing by himself pretty fast. And it came out so bomb. And I was like, babe, look. And he was really proud of himself. It's like, look at you. You can do it. You just depend on me so much because I just take control and I go, go, go. You don't even have a moment to think, to know if you can even fucking do it because I'm already 3 steps ahead of you. Same thing with kids. Like you think maybe he's not, giving the bath at the right time or the right way. And then you're like, oh, let me just do it. Don't do that. Sit the fuck down. Let your husband lead. Let him lead. Let him make decisions. And then like really support him in that. And when he does do well, be like, babe, that was so awesome. Oh my God, I love like the power we have to, your husband is who you think he is. He is a reflection of your thoughts about him. Let that sink in. Okay, that's way number 1. Way number 2 is a little more simple, but you need to connect to your desire portal. A lot of us women were kind of shamed for, wanting things. We were shamed for wanting sex. Like, don't wear that dress, for wanting to show our bodies or be sexy. Don't be sexy. Don't be horny. Don't want men. Don't do this. Don't desire that. You don't need a car like that. You don't need more money. Why would you want more money? Things like that. Like, we were literally told not to desire things. We were shamed for desiring sex. Okay. So you have to open that desire portal back up because femininity is desire. It is joy. What brings you joy? Do you even know? Do you even know what you desire anymore? Do you ever think for yourself about yourself and your desires and needs and what brings you happiness? So I encourage you to make a list of what you desire and don't judge yourself. Just let yourself imagine, dream of what you desire, what car you desire, the body you desire, the house you desire. Maybe it's you want to take a dance class. Maybe you desire feeling more sexy and taking a dance class. Maybe you desire, I don't know, learning how to shoot a gun or drive a car or a race car or learn a new language. Like, what do you desire? What brings you joy? Make a list. And then implement things that bring you joy every single day. For me, it's like making my little electrolyte drink. I'll also link that in the description below. You can get my little recipe for free. And I love just making this, sitting on my couch, reading my book in the middle of the day. Or going in my backyard and sitting, laying down on, we live in Vegas, so we have turf. And just, turning on some Sade and chilling. Or like today, turn down for what? And fucking hyping myself up in my house. That brings me joy. Taking a dance class, going to yoga with my husband, having coffee with him every Thursday morning. That brings me joy. What brings you joy? Do you even know? I didn't even know. I'm still figuring out what else can I do that brings me joy. A motorcycle ride with my husband. We haven't gone on one in so long because I am always like, well, I gotta work. No. That's very masculine. And we need our masculine energy, but we have to lead with our feminine intuition. So whatever your intuition is saying, and that's the thing is we've gotten so disconnected from our bodies because as men, masculinity is in here. It's very logical. Think how, strategy. We've got to get out of there, back into the body. Dance. Turn on some music and just dance. Get out of your head, into your body. Do some breath work. I'll also link the Mastery app for breath work. It's amazing. Really tapping in and connecting to your intuition so you can trust it again, so you can learn how to listen to it again. These two things, you guys, have been a game changer in tapping into my feminine, actionable things I can do to be more of a woman, less masculine, right? So let the husband lead. Let him make decisions. Let it be a life lesson, not a wife lesson. And then discover your desires. Discover them. What brings you joy? Do some of that every single day. Tap back in to your body, to your intuition. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this was helpful. If you enjoyed it, if you liked it, make sure that you share this on your social media, share it with your friends, your family. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. And if you're listening to the podcast, if you'd be so kind to leave me a review, that would be awesome. Every little bit helps, you guys. The more women I can impact, the bigger my purpose is, and you guys get to be a part of that. And I'm so grateful for you. And you guys heard I was a functional nutritionist. I mentioned that at the beginning. If you're interested in trying out what my nutrition is like, getting a little taste of it, I have linked below my free 7-day Debloat Meal guide with literally every meal for 7 days is designed. It is so simple. I've also included in there a shopping list for you, so you can just take it to the grocery store, get those foods for the week, and you are set to go. And there's also 2 bonus recipes that I included, 2 of my favorite recipes, my anti-inflammatory turkey meatballs and my favorite salad dressing that was created by my friend Eden Shabtai. Okay, so you can click that link below, try that. Let me know if you like it. Send me a DM on Instagram at glowupwithclaude. And here's to tapping into our femininity. I love you. I send you so much softness, grace, love, support. I'm cheering you on. I'll see you next time. Bye.